Queen, and welcome to Queen's Talk, talk with and for queens by Queen's Throne. I'm your host Katemi. I'm the founder and CEO of Medak Music. I create art in many different ways, and from now on, I will be a host on this show. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale and exhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right, welcome back everybody. So let us quickly introduce ourselves as Queen's Throne. Queen's Throne is a community for and by women that are willing to step into their highest powers. So we want to allow ourselves to become our highest selves and simultaneously make space for other women too, of course. This is a cycle of motivation, inspiration, encouragement, and most of all, community. Because we made the experience, and very often we still feel the same, but we know better that we are alone with everything we're going through, right? So we feel as if we're the only ones having certain emotions, struggles, situations, lacks of motivation, discipline, negative thoughts. You know, they all pop up, and very often we think that we're alone with it, which is not true. In reality, we're not alone. So we wanted to create a space full of exchange, growth, understanding, and we've been loving so many of the conversations in our DMs and in the community. So many beautiful connections between community members were established and are establishing still, that we just felt the need to connect on a even deeper level. So here we are on our first episode of Queen's Talk, right? Let us jump into Queen's energy. Throughout the last days, we've been having many conversations about Queen energy, on what it is, how to activate it. We started writing an article, which very quickly got very long and very detailed, that we decided to write an ebook for all the women and community members. We see us as a channel, you know. We want to include all the conversations we had out there in this book. And it feels so very powerful to do so. So this is what we've been talking about a lot lately. And the first thing we want to talk about is that Queen's energy can be embodied by everyone and everything. We often tend to think about certain people, women, who we think of as queens, but again, they're embodying the queen energy. Everybody of us has their own version of their queen. So when embodying their queen version, they're channeling queen energy, okay? It's activated and they're channeling their queen energy. So what queen energy includes is the willingness to be seen, okay? When you're ready for all the different sides of yourself, for all the energies you're embodying, for every side that we have in us, every aspect of ourselves, this is what it means to be ready to be seen by others. The moment we accept all sides in us, the good and the bad, the shadow and the light, this is the moment we are ready to accept ourselves and even more than that, we are ready to love ourselves and appreciate ourselves, not despite all the things we call flaws, but for them, because we know that they make us special. And to me, to be honest, this sounds like the ultimate freedom. And I think it is, because queen energy is power, and power over who you are and power over our lives gives us the ultimate freedom, right? We can be who we want to be, we can be where we want to be, when we want to be, and most importantly, again, who we want to be. So basically, we're not stepping back to make space for others, but creating new spaces for others through claiming our own space, right? This is the difference between people pleasing and making space by shying back, or creating new spaces, inspiring others, standing in your divine powers, not being afraid of being seen, not being ashamed of desires or wishes or needs, but having the power and the courage to be pursuing them, right? To pursue the desires and the wishes that come up within us. We want to let them manifest. Queen energy means releasing resistance towards the own blessings. So again, it's the letting manifest. And while we claim our own spaces, right, we're being selfish. People may say it's selfish to not make space for others, and it is. But looking deeper into selfishness, we realize that the negative connotation it has, that the negative connotation that society gave the word selfishness is kind of wrong, right? Because selfishness is self-love, and self-love is essential. There are so many different ways of practicing self-love. You know, there are the physical ways of taking care for ourselves. We want to take care of our skin for our nails, meditate, move our body, oil up our skin, you know, smell good, look good, feel good, oil up our hair, do our affirmations, right? Then we want to do the mind work. We want to meditate. As I said, we want to journal also, especially to channel our creative energies. Also wrote a free guided 30-day days of journaling experience. Okay, check that out, everybody. But this is what we want to do. We want to transform ourselves by caring for ourselves, by following our passions, by knowing what excites us. It's all those little things that are self-love, right? And that are at the same time selfishness. And keeping our cup full is the only way we can continue giving to people, right? We can only inspire people if we are inspired ourselves, if we took care of our bodies, if we love ourselves, if we are being selfish, right? There's no other way than that. By doing all those tiny little rituals, as I love calling them, we start thinking about ourselves as a queen. We start embodying queen energy, we act a certain way, we treat ourselves, we treat people a certain way, we talk a certain way, and it just comes naturally. As I said, it's our own version, right? And by treating ourselves that way and by embodying who we truly are, people also start treating us that way. Because by showing up as the queen that you are in the world, you know that you're not afraid of somebody else's judgment. We're not afraid of disappointing anyone, because we do not depend on nobody's opinion, nobody's approval. Instead, you get inspired by the forces around you, and you're very conscious about inspiring them as well. So this is the beautiful cycle of inspiration, motivation that we talked about earlier today too. And this is what I want to end the episode on the inspirational part. So I want us all to think about no matter where we are in our life journeys right now, but what is something that we could immediately do and implement into our daily lives to treat ourselves better. We want to start enhancing our queen energy, and what is one thing we could just right now start implementing? Write that down and start doing it. With this question, I'm leaving you right now, Queen. I'll be back very soon with our next episode, which will dive deeper into Queen's energy, what it is, and how to level up energetically. Until then, make sure to check out our free 31 days of journaling experience. Grab your free journal, join us on the socials. Jump on over onto our YouTube, where you will very, very soon start to find meditations in the mornings and in the nights. And I can't wait for our next episode with you. Until next time, bye-bye, Queen.